The pounding on his door at 4 a.m. made Jake's heart stop. With his 5-year-old daughter finally asleep after a fever, this couldn't be happening now. But when he opened the door to find Emma, his boss, his friend, the woman he'd secretly loved for 2 years, standing there with mascara-streaked cheeks and rain-soaked hair, everything changed. "I know it's crazy," she whispered, "but after that disaster of a date, I realized something. It's you, Jake. It's always been you. You're the one I want." If this story already has you feeling something, hit that like button and subscribe to see more content that touches your heart. Sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin at the most unexpected moments. Jake Wilson hadn't slept properly in days. Between his daughter Lily's fever and the mountain of work deadlines, exhaustion had become his constant companion. Being a single dad after his wife's death 3 years ago meant there was never enough of him to go around. Emma Richards had been more than just his boss at the architectural firm. She'd become his rock, understanding when he needed to leave early for school pickups, even dropping by with soup when Lily was sick. Their friendship had grown into something Jake cherished, even as he buried deeper feelings he couldn't afford to acknowledge. "You should start dating again," Emma had told him last week over lunch. "It's been 3 years, Jake." What she didn't know was that he couldn't imagine dating anyone but her. Tonight, Emma had gone on a date with some hotshot lawyer her friends had set her up with. Jake had spent the evening trying not to think about it while nursing Lily through her fever, finally getting her to sleep around midnight. The knocking jolted him from the light sleep he'd fallen into on the couch. Through the peephole, Emma's distorted face came into view, and panic seized him. Had something happened at work? Was she hurt? When he opened the door, the sight of her broke his heart. Her elegant black dress was damp from the rain, her carefully styled hair now hanging in wet strands around her face. "Emma? What's wrong? Are you okay?" She stepped inside, shivering slightly. "I'm sorry. I know it's insane to show up like this." Jake grabbed a throw blanket from the couch and wrapped it around her shoulders. "What happened? Did that guy?" No. He was perfectly nice. Successful, handsome, said all the right things." She looked up at him, vulnerability in her eyes. "And I felt absolutely nothing." Jake guided her to the couch, his mind racing. "I don't understand. All through dinner, I kept comparing him to you. How you laugh, how you listen, how you care so deeply about everything you do." Her voice cracked. "I left early, told him I wasn't feeling well. Then I just drove around for hours, trying to make sense of everything." Jake's heart hammered against his ribs. "Emma. I've been so blind, Jake. For 2 years, I've watched you be this amazing father, this talented architect, this wonderful man. And I've been too afraid to admit what I was feeling." She took his hand, her fingers cold against his skin. "I know this could complicate everything, work, our friendship. And I know Lily has to be your priority. But I had to tell you. I couldn't wait another day pretending I don't feel what I feel." Jake couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. The woman he'd dreamed about for years was sitting on his couch at 4 a.m., saying everything he'd longed to hear. "Say something," she whispered. "Daddy?" A small voice came from the hallway. Lily stood there in her unicorn pajamas, rubbing her eyes. "I don't feel good." Reality crashed back. Jake moved to his daughter, lifting her into his arms. "Hey, sweetheart. What hurts?" "My tummy." And, she noticed Emma and her eyes widened. "Miss Emma. Are you having a sleepover?" Emma smiled through her tears. "Not exactly, sweetie." Jake felt torn between his daughter's needs and the conversation hanging unfinished in the air. But Emma stood up, her professional competence taking over. "Let me help," she said, heading to the kitchen. "I'll get some water and the children's medicine." For the next hour, they worked together to comfort Lily. Emma read stories while Jake took her temperature. When Lily finally drifted back to sleep between them on the couch, Jake looked over at Emma. "You're amazing with her," he said softly. "She makes it easy. She's just like you, brave and sweet." In the quiet of his apartment, with his daughter sleeping peacefully, Jake finally found his courage. "I've been in love with you for so long," he admitted. "But I was afraid of risking our friendship, afraid of disrupting Lily's life, afraid you wouldn't want a package deal with a guy who comes with a kid and complicated hours." Emma reached across Lily to take his hand. "That package deal is exactly what I want. I love who you are as a father. I love who you are as a man. And I already love Lily." "This won't be easy," Jake warned. "Dating your employee, dating a single dad. The best things never are," Emma replied. "But I'm all in if you are." As dawn broke through the windows, casting golden light across his living room, Jake realized that sometimes life's greatest gifts arrive at the most unexpected hours. 6 months later, Emma moved into their apartment. A year after that, they were married in a small ceremony where Lily served as flower girl and ring bearer. The architectural firm thrived under their partnership, with Jake eventually becoming co-owner. There were challenges, moments when balancing work and family tested them, times when Lily struggled to adjust to the new dynamics. But through it all, they faced each obstacle together, stronger as a team than they ever were apart. And it all began with a knock at 4 a.m., when Emma finally found the courage to say those words, "You're the one I want." Sometimes the love we're looking for has been right in front of us all along. We just need the courage to recognize it, and the bravery to reach for it, even at the most unexpected hour. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more content that celebrates love in all its forms. Remember, it's never too late for a new beginning.